There is nothing more important to me than having the trust of the people and the audience. And so service is not just about when you're getting served, it's truly everything. You know, I started my talk show. I was just so happy to be on television. And I was one day interviewing members of the Ku Klux Klan. I thought I was interviewing them so that I could expose their vitriol to the world. It really was, this time last year, the worst period in my professional life. I was stressed and I was frustrated, and quite frankly, I was embarrassed. And I went to the shower. It was either that or a bag of Oreos. So I chose the shower. And I was in the shower a long time, and as I was in the shower, the words of an old hymn came to me.
When you're trying to become successful, so many people are going to be telling you what to do and how to do things, and you just need to make sure that you are constantly trying to be the best version of you, constantly trying to get more done, make things happen, and all on your account. It's going to be challenging, and a lot of people say that you don't have enough time to get stuff done, but actuality, you do. Everybody has 24 hours in this world, and it's all about how you get it done. It's all about how you use your time to the best of your ability. Time management is a major key in this, and you have to make sure that you know how to manage your time wisely. If you don't think you have enough time, just go out there and make more time. That can mean waking up early or going to bed later at night, but you have plenty of time to use. You just have to know how to use it. Now, that is not going to be easy at all. Waking up early sucks. Staying up later can suck, but it's all about being efficient and using the time to the best of your ability and making sure that you know what you need to get done in that time and getting it done. So if you wake up early in the morning, you're not going to have any distractions because nobody's going to be posting on social media. Nobody's going to be asking you to hang out or go to lunch or do anything like that because everybody's still asleep. But you have enough time to get stuff done without distractions, and that's the big key, is finding time to get things done without any distractions. There's so many distractions in this world that you can just get distracted from distractions. So avoid that at all costs.
Success it's a process. You can ask anybody who's been successful. I just passed and saw walking up the lane here, successful entrepreneur and restaurateur Danny Meyer, who's sitting back there with his family there. But here's the truth. Ask Danny or anybody who's successful. You go to any one of his restaurants, Shake Shack, love it, Union Square, Gramercy Tavern, and you will be impressed by not only the food, which you have to do that if you're a restaurant, but by the radical hospitality and service. But a few years ago, I decided, as you will at some point, that it was time to recalculate, find new territory, break new ground. So I ended the show and launched OWN, the Oprah Winfrey Network. 1 year later, after launching OWN, nearly every media outlet had proclaimed that my new venture was a flop. Don't react against a bad situation, merge with that situation instead, and the solution will arise from the challenge. Because surrendering yourself doesn't mean giving up, it means acting with responsibility. But in some ways, I think it's the simplest of all. Gwendolyn Brooks wrote a poem for her children. It's called Speech to the Young, Speech to the Progress Toward. And she says at the end, live not for battles won, live not for the end of the song, live in the along. That you don't have to necessarily join the Peace Corps or Teach for America or go work for an NGO in a third world country to live a life that's full of service. You don't have to do that. I was not your age, but about 30 years old, I started to realize that it was my whole life. When what really mattered was the inside out. So it's a lesson that applies to all of our lives as a whole. What matters most is what's inside. What matters most is the sense of integrity, of quality, and beauty. I got that lesson. And what I know is that the girls came away with something too. They've emerged from this more resilient and knowing that their voices have power. And their resilience and spirit have given me more than I could ever give to them, which leads me to my final lesson, the one about finding happiness, which we could talk about all day, but I know you have other wacky things to do.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.